In this video, we're going to go over how to use the reversal auto entry on the Predator. First of all, what is the reversal? The reversal entry was the original entry method of the Predator. Many users just wanted an easy way to quickly get in and out of reversal Renko style trades without worrying about having to send manual orders and possibly missing the trade altogether. So let's go over how to set that up. Now, this entry style was mainly designed to work with the Renko style charts. Most of us on the Discord are using NinjaTrader bars. You can use really any sort of Renko style chart, but this is what most of us are using. So first, let's identify what a reversal is. If we look at our chart, a bullish reversal will be when your bars are red and then you get a green candle in the opposite direction. And for a bearish reversal, it's the complete opposite. We are looking at green candles before and you get a red reversal candle after. And our entry point with the Predator when it comes to reversal trades is the break of either the high or the low of the candle. So that means that we're looking for a long reversal trade. We're looking to break the high of the reversal candle. If we're looking for a short, is the opposite. We're looking to break the low of the reversal candle. And yes, we have a ton of options to customize exactly how you want to trade your reversals. So let's go into our properties and go over those quickly. All right, so now that we're in the properties, let's scroll down to the auto entry section. And we want to go to the show reversal button and just select that option. The first option we have is the trade reversals button. And selecting this option is going to make the Predator actively look for the reversal trades and enter as soon as it sees one. When we select this, we have an option of a simple reversal that is simply just looking for a color change. So when it goes from green to red for a bearish reversal, or when it goes red to green for a bullish reversal. If you're using NinjaTrader bars or really any sort of Renko style chart, this is going to be good enough for 99% of the people out there. You don't have to overcomplicate things. I'd say just stick to this option to keep things simple, but I'm going to also show an example of how to use the Wick reversal. So when we select Wick reversal, we're going to get a tick offset option. And the tick offset is just how many ticks above or below the previous candle your reversal has to go before it's considered a reversal. So for example, a 1 tick offset means your candle has to go at least 1 tick above the previous candle in order to be considered a reversal. If we were to select 10 ticks, that means your reversal candle has to go 10 ticks above the previous candle in order to be considered a reversal. It's the opposite if you're looking for a bullish reversal. It needs to go 10 ticks below the previous candle. Again, for most people, this is not as important. So I suggest just sticking to simple reversal to keep things simple. And that's what we're going to do for the rest of the video. That's really the only difference between both options. Now, before we talk about the prior bars required, let's just color our reversals so it's easier for us to see them on the chart and we can actually see examples of these. So when I select color reversals, it's just going to color your reversal. So you can select whatever color you want for your bullish, whatever color you want for your bearish. And these are going to update in real time. So as they're forming, you're going to be able to see that reversal a little bit ahead of time. Now let's go to our prior bars required. This just means how many bars before your reversal are required before you get an actual reversal. So with only 1 prior bar required, that means if you're looking for a bullish reversal, you only need 1 red candle before your green reversal candle in order for it to be considered a reversal. If you were to type in, let's say 5, that means you need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red candles before your green candle in order for it to be considered a reversal. So I'm just going to hit apply. I'm going to enable this just to see how it looks. So here we see we have at least 5 green candles before our bearish reversal. So it colors it in. Down here, we have at least 5 red candles before our bullish, so it colors are bullish. Again, we have a bearish, but here we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 red candles. We need at least 5 for it to be a bullish. It doesn't color it in. It doesn't consider that a reversal. And again, over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles. We need 5, no bearish reversal. So using this option might help you avoid some choppiness if it's going up and down quickly. But on the downside, you might end up missing some moves because of it. So use it if it works for your strategy. Now we're moving on. Now these next options are more generic ones that will apply to really any of your built-in auto entries, but they are very important when it comes to customizing your reversal entry. Let's look at the tick offset first. The tick offset just means how many ticks above or below your reversal the price needs to break before it enters a trade. So just like I mentioned previously, your reversal entry is going to be at the break of the low for a bearish or the break of the high for a bullish. With a 0 tick offset, that means as soon as the next candle touches the high or the low, it's going to enter a trade. So if you want to delay that by a few ticks, so let's say 10 ticks, that means your next candle is going to have to move 10 ticks above your bullish reversal or 10 ticks below your bearish reversal. And only then is it going to enter a trade. Think of this as a stop entry order, just setting it 10 ticks above or 10 ticks below. That's all the tick offset does. And now for the final portion of setting up our reversal auto entry, we have the confirmation candle. All this does is it requires an extra confirmation candle in your direction before it enters a trade. So for example, a 0 confirmation candle, that means once you get a reversal candle with 0 confirmation candles, it's going to enter directly on the next bar. If you set a confirmation candle of 1, it's going to set your reversal. It's going to need 1 confirmation candle to close before it enters on the next bar. Setting a confirmation candle of 2, you're going to have to get your reversal, 1 confirmation candle, 2 confirmation candles, and then it enters on the break of the next bar. So right here. So for me, I like to do 1 confirmation candle, and we're going to see how this works while the market is playing. Yes, it will add a little bit extra confidence to your trade. On the downside, you might get a little bit worse fill than you would with 0 confirmation candles. So again, do what is best for your strategy. All right, so now that we have our reversal auto entry set up, let's create our orders and run this on the playback. So we're going to scroll down to our order management section. And this is where you can set your stops, your targets, trail stops, everything that you need to create your perfect order. I'm going to make another video specifically about all the options inside your order management section. But for now, I'm going to go through this quickly just to keep this video a little bit shorter. So up here, we have our stop loss. We can use the high-low option, which is just going to set your stop at either the high if you're going short or the low if you're going long. And this is actually what I like to use. You can also set it with tick or super trend if you want. That is going to be completely up to you, but I'm just going to do high-low. You can offset it if you want. I'm just going to keep it at 0. Here you can select your order quantity. You can choose to let the Predator automatically calculate for you based on your entry and your stop distance. For now, just going to keep it at custom. I'm just going to set 1 contract for each target. So order quantity for your first target is 1. Here we have our profit targets. For this, I'm going to select, I don't know, maybe 75 ticks for my first profit target. I'm not going to set a break even. I'm not going to set a trail stop for my first target, but I am going to open up target number 2. And again, just a market order. My target 2 will also have another contract. So 1 plus 1, we have a total position of 2. My final profit target, this is going to get set at, I don't know, I'm going to do something a little further away. maybe 300 ticks. But I am going to set a trail stop of the high-low. This just means it's going to trail each new candle. And I want to trail 2 candles back. And I want to activate it when it reaches my first target. So the same distance, 75 ticks. Once it reaches 75 ticks, that's when my trail stop is going to start. And I don't need to set a third target. That's all I'm going to do for this example. Once we have that set up, let's just hit apply. And one last thing, you can also filter out your trades using built-in indicators or your own custom signals if you choose to. For this example, I'm just using it as the semi-auto trader. So that way I can easily control exactly when I want to enter. But if you want to do something a little more hands-off, you do have these options. That's going to be, again, a later video. I just want to do a simple setup for this video. So moving on, let's go to our chart and enable the strategy. So here we see our reversals that are colored in. For me, when I start my day, I like to have the long and the short auto entries disabled. This is going to prevent any long or short auto entries from taking place because I only want to enter a trade when I choose, and I could just simply click a button and it's going to enter as soon as it detects that reversal. So I'm just going to hit play. I'm going to speed this up. So again, it's not taking any trades right now, but let's say I'm looking for a long. I just click long, and as soon as it detects a long reversal, it's going to get me into that trade. So let's see if one comes up soon. So here we have our bullish reversal forming. And we have
order submitted.
And we have one confirmation candle. So that means our bullish reversal, one confirmation candle closed. It entered as soon as it broke that candle's high. And we set our stop at the high-low of the candle. In this case, we're long, so it puts our stop at the bottom of the candle with 75 ticks away for our first profit and 300 ticks away for our second target. So let's keep playing this. Once it reaches about here,
order filled.
It's just going to start trailing our stop by the 2 candles back we defined. And now, once I'm in a trade like this, I like to actually toggle this off. That way, if I do get stopped out or it hits my final profit target, I don't accidentally re-enter in a trade I don't want to be in. So I like to have these off. Again, do what is best for your trading. The Predator is just here to make your trading easier. So I'm going to, again, hit play. And it's just going to keep trailing until maybe we get stopped out. Let me speed this up a little more.
Order filled.
Okay, so it did end up hitting our profit target. So let's just keep playing it. And again, right now, we're not looking for any trades. But let's say I do want to enter a short now. We're getting some sort of a double top, so I just turned on my short. And when it detects that short, it's going to enter me into the trade. So
order
right
filled.
There, it hit our first profit target, and now it starts trailing to the short side. So I'm just going to
order
play
filled.
this. Oh, we got stopped out right away. But that's all the reversal does. It's just to help you enter quickly with these reversal Renko style charts. And yes, you can customize this a million different ways. Play around with it, see what works best for you and your strategy. But I'm going to cut the video here just to not take up too much of your time. With that, I hope you found it useful. Take care, enjoy.